Every morning, when the alarm rings, many people dread the thought of facing another day at a job they dislike. They experience a feeling of being trapped and unappreciated and believe their lives are not moving forward. However, some individuals reach the realization that the only way to break free from this situation is by becoming their own boss. They boldly decide to leave their current jobs and embark on an entrepreneurial journey. Nevertheless, it's crucial to understand that not every entrepreneurial tale has a happy ending. When we observe the experiences of many individuals who have ventured into business ownership, it becomes evident that only a small fraction of them actually succeed. The truth is that most people lack the essential qualities needed to thrive as business owners. It's not meant to crush your hopes and dreams, but to provide a realistic perspective. If you're contemplating starting your own business, here are 5 initial steps you should consider. First step, start by letting go of false hope. Many people have been led to believe that having a brilliant idea is the key to entrepreneurial success. They think that all it takes is one aha moment to break through. This misconception is easily spread because it's money-making. You might have encountered articles with titles such as Achieving $1 Million Success in Just 30 Days or Transitioning from Employee to Entrepreneur, My Journey to Starting a Company. While these stories could be true, they are exceptional cases that downplay the countless obstacles these individuals had to overcome. The media and social media gurus promote the idea that everything is easy, capitalizing on your misplaced sense of security. Unfortunately, you're being misinformed. To thrive in business, you must dispel this myth. Otherwise, it will be shattered for you, which is even more painful. Learn from this lesson quickly. There was a time when someone shared their business plans with a friend, only to have those ideas taken and used to start a competing company. Fortunately, they didn't have many alternatives, such as a prestigious degree, so they had to adapt and come up with a new strategy. The difference between needing things to work and simply hoping is significant. Having limited options actually increases the chances of success. Many people give up when they encounter their first major challenge because they can't comprehend why things aren't going as expected. But here's the truth: successful individuals aren't always perfect business people. Most business owners learn as they go and don't have all the answers. Even with millionaire investors, most businesses featured on shows like Shark Tank and Dragon's Den fail. Your heroes inspire you because they've overcome greater obstacles than most people. Every time they faced setbacks, they picked themselves up and came back stronger and more determined. Let go of illusions, be prepared for failure, and understand that success doesn't come easily. Second step. It's crucial to seek new companions. When people are in their early 20s and focused on starting their own businesses, they often overlook the inner sense of loneliness they may experience. According to a recent national study by Cigna, nearly half of all Americans admit to occasionally or always feeling isolated, and this number is likely higher among business owners. Being fully absorbed in work for extended periods can lead to the drifting away of friends, and those who remain may struggle to understand the entrepreneur's perspective, lifestyle, and challenges. If you find yourself in this common situation, it can worsen as you achieve success. Self-blame may follow initial feelings of confusion and isolation. However, it's important to recognize that drifting apart from childhood friends is a natural part of growing up. It's not worth investing time in individuals who are unwilling to grow alongside you. Instead, focus on finding new allies who are willing to evolve with you. Having a co-founder can be beneficial, as both of you will work hard and support each other during difficult times. Since you'll be spending a significant amount of time with your co-founder, it's crucial to carefully consider their character traits before deciding to work together. Additionally, connecting with other business owners can be advantageous. In essence, the key is to forge new friendships while leaving behind old ones that no longer align with your journey. Third step. Reevaluate how you currently spend your money. Here is the story of Michael Harrison, who encountered struggles to close high-value deals. The reason was that he placed too much importance on money. which made him uncomfortable when it came to discussing significant sums. As a result, he often lost business opportunities at the last moment because potential clients could sense his unease with financial matters. To address this issue, his mentor advised him to always carry $1,500 in cash. Initially, he dismissed the idea, but eventually, he followed the advice and gathered whatever cash he could. He had to carry it around, treating it like spare change, until its significance faded. This shift in perspective on wealth proved transformative, and he became a millionaire in his 20s. You may be facing a similar challenge without even realizing it, especially if you currently hold a day job. However, if you aspire to succeed in business, it's essential to have faith that there is an abundance of money available and, more importantly, be willing to spend it. If you are a wealthy business owner, personally invest hundreds of thousands of dollars each month on various aspects such as hiring new employees, acquiring inventory, and implementing technology without hesitation. Instead of viewing money as a scarce and precious commodity, it's vital to see it as a means to an end, namely, the attainment of wealth. Fourth step. Focus on enhancing your productivity. Were you aware that 75% of all entrepreneurs frequently experience feelings of being overworked? It's understandable considering the balancing act they face, juggling daily goals, long-term decision-making, and generating income. It is frustrating when people say, "You're the boss, you can take the day off," because being an entrepreneur is incredibly demanding. In a regular job, you only need to worry about the next day, and once the day is over, you can relax at home. However, as a business owner, it's nearly impossible to switch off. It is bothersome when people underestimate the challenges of regular work since you bear full responsibility for sustaining the flow of money. If you prefer to avoid the pressure that comes with being a business owner, that's perfectly fine. But for those of you who have an insatiable desire to make a profit, there are strategies to ensure smooth operations and optimal efficiency. Having effective systems and processes in place is the most helpful factor when it comes to handling stress. It has been observed that relying on other people is a significant source of anxiety when running a company. While the excitement of starting a business can overshadow future planning, it's important to consider what would happen if a key employee was lost as your company expanded. This is where well-established protocols and procedures become invaluable. Think of them as a comprehensive guide to your business that can be utilized by anyone, regardless of their prior experience with you. As your company grows, it becomes increasingly challenging to keep track of everything as it currently stands, making it essential to start planning ahead. Implementing these systems and processes early on not only helps maintain efficiency but also provides future owners with a complete playbook for running the company and maximizing their return on investment. Therefore, it is advisable to plan ahead, enhance efficiency, and establish the necessary systems and processes as soon as possible. Fifth step. Form a cohesive team, which is crucial for achieving success. It is a misconception to believe that you can handle everything on your own. Collaboration is vital. Imagine yourself as the owner of a prosperous business. At a certain point in your career, you realize that the financial rewards are not worth sacrificing your personal life. So, you make the decision to take the leap and hire your first employee. While it may seem far-fetched at the moment, consider the amount of time you would save by delegating routine tasks to someone else. The idea itself is intriguing, but it comes with challenges and possible mistakes. When people start their own shops or businesses, they often feel relieved when they hire their first employees. If you imagine the ideal employee for the future, many would describe someone with similar qualities and skills. But it's important to find people who are good at things you may not be. Instead of doing the same tasks as you, they can help your company grow by doing things you can't. Carefully choose your team members and appreciate their contributions to achieve success. Not everyone is suited to starting a business, but it can be a fulfilling journey for those who decide to do it. Even though you may face challenges, if you believe in your ability to succeed, it can be one of the best decisions you ever make.